So I'm with Alex today, who's the Jim's Antennas divisional franchisor for security as well. And big thank you, Alex, for bringing your franchisees out today. And you got a great deal on the system for us from the supplier, so we're really appreciative of that as well. Maybe do you want to plug the supplier first for who looked after us with it?
Sure. So thank you to Sedan Security for looking after us with the Bosch alarm and CCTV system that's going in today. So.
Bosch is a great brand. They make good quality products. So it's great to see that getting installed here as well. Now, do you want to talk a bit about the division itself? And people might be going, hang on, it's Jim's Antennas. What's the go here with security? So do you want to talk a bit about that?
Sure. So today we've got our Jim's Antennas and security franchisees here today. So they're actually franchisees that work across both divisions and across all services across antennas and security. So with our divisions, we've more and more we're starting to see a lot more work in the security side, and that's a really growing part of our business.
Yeah, it's a massive growing part. Security is obviously an issue. Obviously in Melbourne, around Australia, there's obviously home invasions and stuff like that, which is we don't want to really talk about obviously too much, but people need to be protected, and you guys have got a great product. You've got great knowledge which you can provide to those people.
Yeah, that's right. So we specialise in everything related to electronic security, so everything from CCTV, alarms, access control, doorbells, intercoms, and so on. So it has been a really big growth area for us in the last couple of years. So.
And Jim's Antennas has been a really big brand name in Australia for probably more than 20 years now. Like, people might say Jim's mine, but they do say Jim's Antennas as a reflex, which is fantastic for how big the brand is. So beyond antennas, in the antenna side of it, what are the other services that your guys are doing?
Sure. So we do a lot of work in TV wall mounting, a lot of communications, AV, home theatre, so NBN relocations, Starlink installations. That's become a really big part of our business too. So there's always, whilst antennas, there's still a big demand for those services. There's a lot of new services that are coming through, Wi-Fi as well.
Yeah, and it's a great division to point that out, because there's so much learning you guys have to do. Like, if you love learning and love your technology, the way the division's developed from back just doing the roof antenna to where you are now, Wi-Fi, as you said, ubiquities, you're installing CCTV, it's quite amazing that the scope of these services is going to increase over time.
Yeah, that's right. It's we're fortunate. We keep finding new services, particularly anything in the home is where we specialise. That our guys are really good at adapting and moving into new areas.
Especially with home automation and different things like that coming on the thing. You've sort of got pole position in regards to Jim's divisions with these services and the scope that you have to grow with all that sort of home automation technology that's coming over the years.
Yeah, that's right.
And I was going to say as well, becoming a franchisee in the division, what type of person you're looking for? Do you want to run through the training program as well, what they can expect?
Sure. Well, I'll start with the training. So our training it starts with an 8-week sort of intensive on the road program where we take you out with one of our more experienced trainers. In that time, you're going to learn everything you need to learn to be able to get out at the end of 8 weeks and get going in your business. After that point, depending on what services you've taken up, if you're in security, for example, we sign you up to a Cert 2 in technical security. So over the next 12 to 18 months, you're going to continue your learning development in the field.
Yeah, it's a really great one, because if you love learning and you don't want to be bored doing the same thing all the time, this one is the one where you've got constant education, you've got constant weekly, you've got a lot of meetings and all that sort of stuff going on from head office as well, don't you?
Yeah, we do. And so supplier training sessions, there's a lot that's needed in the industry to stay on top of the latest technologies. So.
Now, we didn't have the cameras rolling, but I've met Ian and Aaron before, and just watching them interact with the customer was quite great to see. We obviously promote customer service so much, but actually seeing the customer service in person was really, really great, impressive to see. So from your experience, how do you train your franchisees in customer service, and what to you is good customer service from a franchisee level?
Look, it's a really hard thing to, it can take, I guess, a long time to develop. Some people have it naturally, but one of the most important things in our space is understanding what the customer's need is. So particularly on the security side, where you've got people have a need, a big, a concern about their security, so they've come to us for help. So you've got to listen to what their concerns are and design a solution that's going to fit their purpose and just be prepared to listen and then tailor that solution to them.
And I think a great credit to your division as well. You've got a lot of long-term franchisees. I always see anniversaries for 15 years and 20 years and 10 years, which it's a great testament to you guys in terms of when people join Jim's Antennas and security, they stay for a very long time. Why do you think that is?
Oh, look, it's It's a good question. Look, I think it's because they see the value in staying in gyms, and obviously a lot of people have the option of building their businesses then moving on. But we've found that I think we do have the longest tenure of any division in Gyms Group, and we find that our franchisees just see the value in terms of the support from the franchisor, suppliers, the preferred suppliers, and the ongoing training. It keeps them in our team. So.
Absolutely, and you've got great branded vehicles. They're probably one of the best branded vehicles of the Gyms Group. And I know you guys do a lot of work on marketing and generating new work for you guys as well. You do a lot of that sort of stuff, and if you're by yourself, there's no way you could do the same level of what you guys do.
That's right. Yeah, obviously leads are a big part of it as well, and we try and make sure that we've always got enough leads, going through the team. So we are quite selective about where we put new franchisees, and managing that we don't want too many people competing in a small little space. So.
Well, thank you for being a part of the project. You were the first service that Narelle wanted, so thank you for coming on board with that as well, and looking after us and the price as well. And yeah, if anyone wants to join Gyms and Centennials of Security, just call 131546 or head to the website and inquire online, and maybe we'll see you at the next Local Heroes project.